Welcome to the WLAQ Community Spotlight, where we highlight the wonderful organizations and people that make the Rome community a great place to call home. Here's today's host.
Indeed we are, and we are glad to be with you live from Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, and we've got another special guest with us on the radio and also have gone live on our Facebook feed and also YouTube, but joining us from Grasshopper Mowers, and we had him on here a couple times last year. We welcome back Grande Dinero.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are you today, man?
Oh, just enjoying this weather. It's not hot, right?
Oh, it feels fantastic. I love this time of year, man. You kind of never know what you're going to get. Yesterday it was in the 80s and it was warm. We kind of sweating out here setting up, and then today it's nice and cool. And
you
I didn't
never
bring
know
a
what
jacket.
you're going to get in Georgia, right? They say if you don't like the weather, stick around. It's going to change. So
that's 100% correct, man. Well, I always enjoy having the opportunity to catch up with you and talk. And, of course, one of our main topics today is going to be talking about who you represent, and that's Grasshopper Mowers. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the camera there so people can have a look at them. But those are super nice machines, man. I remember I used to have a little bit of a yard work gig when I was in college, and that was the first time I was ever introduced to a Grasshopper mower.
Yes, sir.
And I was impressed immediately. Those are super, super nice machines.
Well, they're very well built, and we are a family-oriented company, kind of like Mathis is. So, you know, we're working over our fifth generation now. We started in 1969. And, you know, having that kind of heritage coming through the line shows. And, you know, I'm not necessarily family to the owners, but I feel like it. And they take good care of me. And we have some other employees here today that are working with us. We have our local sales rep, Mr. Tom Miles, and we have Mr. Chase Pope from the warehouse as well. And having that family-oriented thing where we always go around and do stuff like this and work these kind of events is pretty amazing. But for the guys out there and the ladies out there listening, you got to come see the product. You know, you got to come put your hands on it, got to feel and see what we're about. You know, you can generally see good, feel good when you come up here and talk to us about it, you know, because we want to make you feel comfortable about your next purchase or your next mower, and we are here for you, for sure.
Well, let's talk about the variety of the line that you have here, because obviously we're looking at some of them right now, and they all have a similar look and feel to them.
Sure.
But at the same time, you've got a variety of different sizes and things of that nature, different types of fuels. So tell us a little bit about the different levels of the Grasshopper mowers.
All right, so what we're going to start with is something new to us, and that's our stand-on. That's becoming a new market for these landscapers and these people that are cutting in tight areas and subdivisions and these things. So our brand new baby is what I call it, is that stand-on right there. That stand-on is 26 horsepower Vanguard. We got a range of 52 to 61 inch deck. That tower on that machine is really impressive because it's an adjustable platform so that you can actually reach heights for people that are a little shorter or to people that are taller. So starting right there is a good way to show of our innovations and the things that we do. So the stand-on is new to us. So by all means, come out, check that thing out. But then you move over to our tried and true. Our tried and true is our riders, our zero turns, our ZTRs. That is machines that you can see right there. So we range from gas and diesel. We've been using Kubota diesel engines since 1981 or 82, and bringing that into the commercial application or to the big farmer that has fuel like that on their farm. You know, so we've got the range of gas and diesel. We got liquid cool, air cool. Pumps and wheel motors to transaxles, vertical engines to horizontal engines. And then, of course, you also get to see our wonderful front mount machine that gives you versatility. You know, a lot of people say, well, I buy a lawnmower, all it does is cut grass. Basically, that's what a lawnmower does. But whenever you go and you look at our front mount, you can add over 10 different attachments to that machine that can accommodate for multiple applications.
Well, let's talk about those a little bit. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that. But what type of applications are you talking about?
Okay,
in terms of
so
the
machine that you got pointed right there on this the 725 there, not only does it have a deck, but you can also add an aerator to it. So the aerator goes in there and puts the cores in the ground. That's a no-mess type system that allow you to let your ground breathe. And then you got a sweeper combination. So if you had a commercial contractor that cleans parking lots, he can actually use a bidirectional sweeper. We have a bidirectional dozer blade. One of our most popular items that we have for that is the turbine blower. So if someone or a state park or a big farm would have a need of a lot of problems with leaves, we actually have a turbine blower that mounts on the front of that gives you 9,500 cubic feet per minute at 360-degree nozzle rotation. So you're able to clean a parking lot or a very large area in a matter of seconds. Time is money, right? When it comes to commercial cutters or to homeowners. I mean, Lord knows that when I get time to go cut my grass, I don't want to spend all day doing it, but I sure don't want to be very uncomfortable when I do it. So the ability to have this kind of product does show.
Well, let's talk a little bit about reliability, because I know that's one of the big things when people are out there and they need a commercial mower and those types of situations out there, trying to get through the long days of taking care of different yards and things of that nature, trying to get the job done. That's going to be one of the things that box has got to be checked. And I know that's one of the things that's really a hallmark of what you talk about with the Grasshopper mowers.
Yes, sir. When we talk about reliability, we talk about service. We want the individual I'm holding paperwork now. We just had a gentleman purchase a machine, and his main concern was, am I going to be able to work on it? I love the dealer. I respect the dealer, and I'll bring it up here when there's issues. But at times, I'd like to kind of do my own maintenance, check my own stuff. So I was like, yeah, we actually designed this machine with you in mind, because we don't want to make it super difficult where you have to be forced to bring it into a dealership to be able to do your own service. We actually make it simple for the homeowner or for the dealer or for the people in the back that had to work on them. So for a gentleman to be able to purchase a lawnmower to be able to do his own maintenance, that is very possible. You just kind of got to be maintenance minded, and then you go by our diagrams in the back of the book and stuff of that nature, or reference to us or ask the dealer, and they're always willing to help you.
I'm kind of laughing because if my wife is listening to this right now, she's kind of laughing when you said you got to be maintenance minded. Well, she's like, well, that excludes him.
Yeah, well, I get that. There's some people out there that doesn't understand that, and that's why we have great dealers like this, right?
Exactly.
That's why we got dealers like this that are willing to do whatever it takes to accommodate for your machine, your product, your tractor, your trailer, your lawnmower, whatever it may be. And these things right here, I mean, look at them. I mean, it's like little Jeeps, mini Jeeps right here that they have now day and time. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, the world has changed, right?
It really has.
I mean, a lawnmower is not a lawnmower anymore. I mean, we have stand-ups, sit-downs, implements, and accessories, and all these different things now. I mean, the whole world is different from old 10 horsepower with a 36-inch deck, But that's really where Grasshoppers come from, right? We were one of the first true zero turns on the market, so we actually have that. That's cool.
That's very, very cool. Well, I tell you, one of the things that I think is cool every year when I get the opportunity to talk to you is your enthusiasm and passion for what you do. It is very clear 2 minutes into talking to you, not even 1 minute, how much you love this company and what it means to you to represent it and how passionate you are about it. So let's talk a little bit about your history, how you got into this, and what makes you so passionate about what you do.
Well, believe it or not, guys, I've been with this company for over 18 years. And I started out it's a neat story. I started out on the bottom. So when I came to work for Grasshopper, I actually was a temp working in the warehouse. And I was actually in college trying to finish some things up, and I just needed to match my schedule with that and kind of, finish what I need to do in college and go. And I have an IT degree, industrial electrical technology. Don't even use it. Don't even know how to spell that anymore. I'm all lawnmowers now. So it's just so weird how the Lord leads us in this path. But as far as going to work for them guys, I always say it's funny because back in the day I made $10 an hour. $10 an hour back then I thought was pretty nice. I mean, no, unfortunately with inflation you gotta look at it a little differently. But back then I started $10 an hour, and I was working in the warehouse. I was shipping parts and learning how to put stuff together, and I ended up finishing my college degree and thought, well, I guess I got to go be a big boy job now. I'm going to be getting married and have a family and do all these things. I kind of need a way to financially support that. And so I told the company that I was going to end up moving on, and they were like, no, how about coming on full time? And I was like, well, that sounds fun, but obviously the pay, and they're like, oh, come here and I'll show you. And so I ended up working my way up from the bottom to the manager there. And then from being there, I was basically stationed there for 15 years. And in the 15 years, I got to go out and work shows, help with personal relationship stuff, PR stuff. Got to go and do demos, and I learned all these different things, all these multiple hats I got to wear with the company. And not too long ago, about 3.5, 4 years ago, they came up to me and said, hey, there's an opportunity for you here to go out even further. And now I'm what you call an application consultant. So I not only do run the warehouse, keep things moving there, but I also get to go out and work with governments and college, like Berry College. Berry College knows me very well. We actually have grasshoppers there now because of the journey that I've been on with them on bringing it to them, showing them, demoing it, and now they own 2 grasshoppers, and we're going to continue to grow that. And so I get to go to all these colleges, governments, and work with these people. And it's not even like it's funny because everybody's like, well, are you a salesman? Well, no, but I am. I'm passionate about it, so it brings through. But we actually have sales reps around that close the deal. All I do is start it, kick it up, and then I get to go take care of people. So all I do is go around and take care of people, and that's what I enjoy.
Based on what you're telling me and what I've observed, it sounds like people buy from you rather than you sell to them, essentially, because you got a great product that you introduce them to, educate them on, and again, your enthusiasm and passion for it, it really shines through. You do a great job.
Well, thank you.
Awesome.
I think education is the biggest key. Mm-hmm. I think that if you're going to make a purchase of this time frame and this day and time, you need to do your research. I always tell everybody, guys, try before you buy. Try before you buy. That's Grasshopper's motto. Try before you buy. Because there's no sense why you can't ask for a demo of one of these machines on your property and make that arrangement and get that done so that you can actually see the proof in the pudding.
And speaking of a demo, it looks like Harvey over there is got one cranked up and showing a couple of
well, actually, that's the gentleman that purchased that machine.
Got you.
Yeah. So that's I think the 4th one today that is sold. So that one is going to Alabama for a customer out of their Leesburg location. So that was a sale, and it's going to be pretty neat to, you see a part of that. You see it come up here. You see it get put together, and now all of a sudden it's getting hauled away. So, good thing for us, right? Good thing for Grasshopper.
It's a great day,
and for Mathis,
it's
absolutely.
It's a great day.
Yes, sir.
And we are at Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. We've got Grande Dinero joining us, and he's application specialist with Grasshopper Mowers. And tell people why they want to come out here and join us today. There's a lot going on.
Well, there's multiple reasons why you need to come out here. First and foremost, we need to fellowship as a community. This is a community. And we're here in this community. I live in this community. So I want people to come out and experience our wonderful hospitality and eat some good food and see some good equipment, talk to us. And if you didn't buy a mower now, that's okay. You can buy a mower later. But it's all about getting the knowledge and the info that you need while we're here. And while we got everybody here representing from every angle, I'm sure there's multiple brands here, multiple reps here. But today is the day to get a good deal. That's right. Today.
And as Robert was describing earlier, there's going to be some deals that take place here today that you can only get this specific time of year. Not to say you can't get good deals other time of year, but they're
doing a really good job today, because I'm telling you, I'm holding thicker and thicker papers where we keep selling these lawnmowers. And unfortunately, I guess Grasshopper's going to have to fire that assembly line back up again because we're going to have to restock. So, but guys, come on down and come check this stuff out because it's the deals today.
Indeed it is, man. It's always a pleasure to get to talk to you. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we wind down our segment today?
No, thank you. I tell you what, it's just an honor to be here with you, and it's an honor to talk to you again. It seems like we're making a habit of this every year. So as long as the Lord keeps going, we're going to continue this. How about that?
I'm with you, man, and it seems like it gets here quicker every year.
It does. It does. Time does fly.
I know. I had somebody tell me one time a couple of years ago, and I've heard it a lot over the years, but the days are long and the years are short. And as you get older, it really seems that it becomes even more true.
It does very much indeed. Yes, sir.
Well, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes,
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Take care of yourself.
We've been joined by Grande Dinero, application specialist from Grasshopper Mowers. We're going to take another break here, and this next break should probably take us to close to the top of the hour at 11 o'clock, and I know that Elizabeth's back in the studio and has an interview or two that we're going to have that she's had throughout the last week or so, and that'll give us a little bit of a break. But we're going to be back with some great guests. The main thing is we want you to come out here and join us because we're at Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. You can hear the birds chirping. It's a very pleasant afternoon. They've got lunch going. I can smell
I
the
know.
hot dogs and the hamburgers.
Get a little
cooking and all
nervous
that
over
kind
here.
of
I got to
stuff.
be first in line, you know.
I knew I was in trouble, Grande, yesterday when they let us know that they were going to have some homemade ice cream provided by Farm Bureau out here today, because that's a serious weakness that I got.
Well, buddy, you're close to it, so good luck.
Is that right? Oh, that is right. Hey, that's right behind us.
Yeah, they're right set up behind you.
That might have been some strategic planning.
I'm telling you what, they
know?
might have to take a few more breaks here in a minute.
I know it. I know it. Well, thank you again, man. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
It's been
Y'all have a
pleasure
blessed day.
talking to
Thank
you.
y'all.
We're out at Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. You need to be here too. Come out here and see us. We're going to go ahead and wind down our live stream portion right now for you, and also wrap up on the radio for a few minutes. We're going to send it back to Elizabeth back at Command Central there at the foot of Mount Alto, WLAQ, and we'll take a break that'll take us to the top of the hour, and then after that we're going to have an interview for you. So stick around, everybody. We're live at Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Come and see us on the Kingston Highway.
This has been the WLAQ Community Spotlight. We thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the WLAQ Radio YouTube channel and follow WLAQ Rome on Facebook.